I'm curious because I know what I've been told. I just want to know from your perspective, why do they overclassify? Mr. Elizondo, you look like you're finger on the button, ready to go.
Yes, sir. Forgive me. I think there's several reasons. I think at the time when this reality became evident to the U.S. government, we were in the middle of a Cold War with then Soviet Union, and we did not want to tip our hands to what our knowledge base was on this topic. We did not want to broadcast that to
the Cold War's long over.
It is, sir. It is, sir. There's also then the philosophical argument that the Department of Defense and the intelligence community is solution-oriented, and when you don't have answers, it's a really tough spot to be in.
It's easier to be quiet and suppressed than if you don't have the answer.
Indeed, sir. In fact, there's a very real example when we built the U-2 spy plane and flew it over then Russia, and we're taking reconnaissance. And when we first started flying the aircraft, it flew so high and so fast we thought they weren't tracking us. In reality, they were tracking every flight. It wasn't until the Russians could develop the SA-2 surface-to-air missile and successfully shoot them down.
I would suggest to you also, along with Lakatos and Kuhn, you also have a problem with Kenneth Arrow's path dependence or increasing returns. That's one reason why they won't disclose it. It's too painful to admit. But I just want to read a couple things from Mr. Schellenberger's what he gave to us today, because I think this is interesting stuff, and I just want to convey this to you. On USG networks, there exists infrared footage of and imagery of a grouping of vessels engaged in SIGINT and mass collection at night in a specific area of the Pacific Ocean. This footage, which was in close proximity to the vessels, a large equilateral triangle UAP suddenly appears directly over the ships. These three bright points are seen at each bottom corner of the UAP, which is observed to slowly rotate on its horizontal axis. And he goes on to describe that. And I just want to read one more, and I'm doing this because I think it's interesting. This stuff is interesting as anything. So let's get this one here, right here. While performing a routine airspace surveillance and control mission in the Eastern Air Defense Sector, an F-22 fighter observed multiple UAP contacts at mission altitude. Moving to intercept, the F-22 pilot noted multiple metallic orbs slightly smaller than a sedan hovering in place. Upon vectoring towards the UAPs, a smaller formation of the metallic orbs accelerated at rapid speed towards the F-22, which was unable to establish radar locks on the presumed hostile UAPs. The F-22 broke trajectory and attempted to evade, but was intercepted and boxed in by approximately 3 to 6 UAPs. And then I'll leave that there, but because I just have no more time left. Well, she's not looking. So let's just get into let's get into part of this.
I thought I would be saved by the bell.
No. Let's talk about Kuhnian, Lakatoshian type of scientific development, and the problem that we have here is you have institutional blockage of what would be normal development of scientific ideas. And if you want to expand that, Mr. Gold.
We're over time, so be very fast, please.
I'll just say I'm a recovering attorney, so please take it easy on the science. But all breakthroughs have been heretical at first, and that's the challenge that we face, particularly with something as extraordinary as this, which is why gathering the data is so important. And I'll just end by saying, by the way, the overclassification of material is in no way limited to UAP. That is occurring throughout the government, as well as the inability to get people classifications in a timely and efficient manner, and then to have those classifications be broad enough to be useful. So this is a larger issue that I hope that Congress will look at.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Biggs. I've been generous. All right, Mr. Burleson, I'll recognize you for 5 minutes of questions, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Issues going forward. I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to recognize Ms. Boebert for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Now that we have all been cautioned in this committee hearing that the mention of Pentagon's Immaculate Constellation program could put us on a list, well, I already find myself on many lists, I'm sure. So I speak my mind often, so why not just keep going with it? May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, birds are government drones, and we've never set foot on the moon, and Joe Biden received 81 million votes in the 2020 election. So let's just see how many lists we could get on here today. But Mr. Schellenberger, I wanted to ask you, I think I understand from this hearing that you would agree that classifying information like this is not in the best interest of the people. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, with the caveat that, of course, I would support classification necessary to protect secrets essential to national security, but I think it's pretty obvious that there's overclassification.
Overclassification, yes. And so in most instances, if they can't tell us what, do you think at some point they'll at least tell us why?
President-elect Trump has repeatedly committed to greater transparency, both on the UAP issue, on JFK files, on COVID origins, and many other things. So I think that we need to make sure that the next administration is held accountable for that.
Agreed. And this is for all four of you. Yes or no, please. I have many questions I want to get to. Are there any known instances of recovered materials or technologies that are not of human origin and maybe connected to any advanced bioscience defense programs within the USG?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to answer that, ma'am.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so there are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive.
That's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying. This is supposed to be full disclosure, right? But soon as they get to talking about the real stuff, I don't know.
Project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities, hybrids. Are any of you familiar with that? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
I am not, ma'am.
I'm not.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I would like to know, with Immaculate Constellation, how does this relate to UAP activities, Mr. Schellenberg, in oceanic environments? Are there any instances where the Navy or other maritime forces have encountered UAPs that could not be explained by known technology or natural phenomena?
Yeah, the Immaculate Constellation covers both terrestrial and oceanic, and there's actually a number of cases described in the report that occur in the ocean. And
do you believe that there is a concerted effort by the Pentagon to keep Congress out of the loop regarding these UAP activities, specifically in our waters?
Yes.
I think it's about 5% of our ocean that's actually been studied in detail by man, and we've studied more of space than we had of our own oceans. And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
Some would say that there's multiple hotspots where we see frequent activity. So in your investigations, have you come across any data or visual evidence like sonar readings or underwater footage of these UAPs?
I have not beyond what's in the report.
You've written about UAPs not only in the air but in underwater. Are there any specifics on what you've learned about the UAP activity in our oceans? Particularly, have you spoken with sources who have provided any evidence or eyewitness accounts of these UAPs interacting with our naval forces or being detected by our underwater surveillance systems?
Nothing beyond what's in the report and then the specific case that I mentioned with the orbs.
So this report says it all. There's no other information that we are aware of regarding the activity within our waters.
I have other sources that have told me that have shared a significant amount of information, but they're not comfortable with me sharing it at this point.
Okay. Are there any technological capabilities observed in these oceanic UAPs that seem to defy our current understanding of physics or our engineering capabilities?
It seems like they all do.
Yes, I would agree with that. My time is up, but I do appreciate your bravery, your courage for coming here and speaking today. And seems like there's still some questions that we need answers to, and we will not relent until we get those to the American people. Thank you all.
That's right.
Thank you. I
We gonna
move
get
to allow
those
myself
answers,
and the
baby.
ranking member 5 additional minutes for questions without objection, so ordered. Mr. Elizondo, were you read into the Immaculate Constellation? The view will turn green. After 4 minutes, the light will turn yellow. When the red light comes on, your 5 minutes has expired, and we would ask that you please wrap it up. So I will first recognize Rear Admiral Gallaudet to please begin your opening remarks.
Thank you, Chairwoman Mace, Chairman Grothman, Ranking Members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. Thank you for this opportunity to testify today regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP. Confirmation that UAPs are real came to me in January of 2015 when I was serving as the commander of the Navy Meteorology and Oceanography Command. At the time, my personnel were participating in a pre-deployment naval exercise off the U.S. East Coast. It included the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group, and this exercise was overseen by the United States Fleet Forces Command, led by a 4-star admiral who at the time was also my superior officer. During this exercise, I received an email on Navy's secure network from the operations officer of U.S. Fleet Forces Command. The email was addressed to all the subordinate commanders, and the subject line read in all capital letters, "Urgent Safety of Flight Issue." The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect, "If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We are having multiple near mid-air collisions, and if we do not resolve this soon, we are going to have to shut down the exercise." Attached to the email is what is now known as the Go Fast video, captured on the forward-looking infrared sensor of one of the Navy F-A-18 aircraft participating in the exercise. The now declassified video showed an unidentified object exhibiting flight and structural characteristics unlike anything in our arsenal. The implication of the email was clear. The author was asking whether any of the recipients were aware of classified technology demonstrations that could explain these objects. Because the DoD policy is to rigorously deconflict such demonstrations with live exercises, I was confident this was not the case. The very next day, that email disappeared from my account and those of the other recipients without explanation. Moreover, the commander of Fleet Forces Command and the operations officer never discussed the subject. Even during weekly meetings specifically designed to address issues affecting exercises like the one in which the Theodore Roosevelt Strike Group was participating. This lack of follow-up was very concerning to me. As the Navy's chief meteorologist at the time, I was responsible for reducing safety of flight risks. Yet it appeared to me that no one at the flag officer level was addressing the safety risk posed by UAPs. Instead, pilots were left to mitigate these threats on their own without guidance or support. I concluded that the UAP information must have been classified within a special access program managed by an intelligence agency. That is a compartmented program that even senior officials, including myself, were not read into. Last year's UAP hearing before this oversight committee confirmed that UAP-related information is being withheld from senior officials and members of Congress. And just this week, I learned from former DoD official Chris Mellon that satellite imagery of UAP from a few years ago still has not been shared with Congress. Equally concerning, last year's UAP hearing also revealed that elements of the government are engaged in a disinformation campaign to include personal attacks designed to discredit UAP whistleblowers. Having never signed a non-disclosure agreement regarding UAPs, and now as a private citizen, I've become an advocate for greater UAP transparency from the government. The continued overclassification surrounding UAPs has not only hindered our ability to effectively address these phenomena, but has also eroded trust in our institutions. While I applaud previous bipartisan legislation passed by Congress concerning UAPs, a more comprehensive approach is needed to address the broader implication of UAP on public safety and national security, as well as the socioeconomic opportunities that open UAP research could unlock. Therefore, I recommend Congress take the following action, which I believe will receive bipartisan support. First, establish robust oversight of the executive branch's management of UAP information by directing key officials, beginning with the director of the DoD's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, to provide comprehensive briefings on what the government knows about UAP and does not know. 2, enact the provisions of the UAP Disclosure Act that establish a UAP Records Review Board to ensure independent oversight, transparency, and accountability in the government's handling of UAP information. And 3, strengthen the UAP Disclosure Act and future reauthorizations with provisions that mandate a whole-of-government approach to addressing UAP. In closing, I will share my personal reasons for speaking out on this topic. First, as a former science agency.
That's crazy. We are dead looking at Congress being updated on the information that's out there, because this is not all the information, let's be clear. They just getting updated on a certain amount of information. And final disclosure is here. I mean, I don't know what time y'all think it is, but it's about that time. It's about that time. The people got to know ascension is here. It's time for this planet to ascend to a higher level, man. And that's why it's like everybody out here that's dealing with spiritual warfare, who's being attacked spiritually, it's all because you're trying to ascend and you're trying to go up to another level. You're trying to become a real Jedi. And it's like the powers, the forces, and the people that be around you, they all holding you back. All of them.
Leader, having led the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, I've always sought the truth in human knowledge and thought. Now that we know UAP are interacting with humanity, and these include unidentified submerged objects in the ocean, we should not turn a blind eye, but instead boldly face this new reality and learn from it. Additionally, at a time when leaders in government leave much to be desired, I feel obligated to show moral leadership on this issue of UAP disclosure by validating the credibility of the courageous men and women who have come out as witnesses and whistleblowers to expose the truth. My speaking out has encouraged others to do the same, and it's my hope over time that a number of your constituents will want to know the truth and about UAP, and this number will increase to such an extent that the congressional action I have just recommended will become inevitable. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you. I will now recognize Mr. Elizondo for his opening statement.
Greetings, Chairwoman Mace, Chairman.
Yeah, this is serious, gang. This is happening. This is happening. They're done. They are done. They really done. Like, this shit is happening. Check this out. They are talking about UFOs in Congress.
Fatality.
Rothman, ranking members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. It is my honor and privilege to testify before you on the issue of unidentified anomalous phenomenon, formerly known as UFOs. On behalf of our brave men and women in uniform and across...
That's what a lot of people don't know. UFOs is unidentified. UAPs is identified. So that means a UAP was manufactured on Earth. Yeah, a UAP means it was manufactured on Earth.
The intelligence community, as well as my fellow Americans who have awaited this day, thank you for your leadership on this important matter. Let me be clear. UAP are real.
Some pictures of your frat brother and get them.
There we go. Thank you so much. I yield back.
Thank you. I will now recognize Ms. Luna for 5 minutes of questioning.
Mr. Elizondo, to your knowledge, can you name the country and around time frame that the first back engineered UAP program started?
Ma'am, unfortunately, I would not be able to have that conversation in public.
Can anyone on the panel name that? None of you? Okay. This next...
Now, that's crazy. This is how you know there's still so much more information that we're missing. But don't worry, me and Esteban gonna get it. Yeah. Me and Esteban, we gonna figure it out. We gonna find out, because we moving around, and they not moving around like us. They don't got the motion. They playing games over here. They letting a little bit of it go, but they still playing games over here.
This question is for Mr. Gallaudet. To your knowledge, have any USOs ever outpaced our submarines?
Yes, ma'am.
At what magnitude?
We beat the
I
submarines every
don't
night.
have the exact speed, but again, a witness came to me, a credible former submarine officer who observed it on sonar data. And this was in the 80s in the North Atlantic during a storm, and it outpaced his submarine by orders of magnitude.
Are you aware of any hotspots that currently exist off our shores in North America?
Not with sufficiently.
All right, we heard that part already. I think it's going in a loop. That's how they do. They trying to get their watch time up to your. Let me tell y'all, man. Final disclosure is here. And this guy right here, man, he looks like a straight up corpse. I ain't gonna lie. I look at him talking about the truth with a skepticism. I'm real skeptical listening to him talking about he needs he wants Congress to hopefully they implement what he's asking, and I mean all that shit sound good, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, start giving us all the truth. We want everything. We don't want a piece of it. We don't want 10% of it, 25%, 50%. We want all of the truth. The people need to know because ascension is here. All right? Ascension is here. It's time to ascend. Listen, I'm getting spiritually attacked just like everybody else. Ain't nobody safe. And the one thing one of my good friends told me, say, yo, gang, we going to be getting spiritually attacked all the way till we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that's running around looking for some type of like scapegoat from not being attacked spiritually, no, bro. It's time for you to ascend, baby. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. It's time for you to go up. It's time for you to become a Jedi. You understand what I'm saying? Get you some Jedi training. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to get some Jedi training, get your ass over here some more. You understand what I'm saying? Replay gang, if you're locked in, if you're just coming in for the first time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this video. Help more people find the hustle, man. We just did 50,000 views in the last 28 days. So I'm just saying. I know a lot of people don't like to come into my live because, you know, they be scared to face me head on. They be scared of this energy. But the replays is on. Hit that replay, you know what I'm saying? Pop up, pull in, learn something, share something. Because this is happening. Final disclosure is happening. King Smarty's coming up here. We're gonna talk about some more final disclosure. Full disclosure, maximum exposure. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, it's happening. It's happening. I thought I would never see the day when Congress is really, really, really trying to dissect this and get some information because I'm pretty sure they feel like idiots. I'm pretty sure that so much shit didn't happen and they really like, why the fuck are we in the dark? Do y'all know there's so many corporations and people that got bread that already done left and went to the moon? I don't understand why they trying to really hold back this technology. Like, number one, y'all, we can't raise the ascension if they don't release this technology. All this technology they holding, we cannot ascend if they don't release this technology. Listen, man, join the journey. Buy a membership right now. I got the dope ass fucking emojis in there. Shop at the YouTube affiliate shop. It's down below. Hit all the links. I got all type of merch for sale. You need a hoodie, you need a t-shirt, you need a pair of Jordans. You know, you need a smartwatch, a pair of Ray-Ban smart glasses to go live on your glasses. The links is down below. Salute, waiter. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, my brother. Listen, man, this shit is happening, man. This full disclosure shit is happening. Y'all hear me? Whether you like it or not, I know mad people right now. They're just getting comfortable in religion. So it's like they don't even want to hear about no goddamn aliens or UFOs. Then you got the other people that's talking about the UFOs is coming from the water. And you understand what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell are you talking about? You don't even know the origin. She just clearly just said it. They only study 5% of the goddamn oceans. Galactic Sisters, salute, Grand Risings. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I got an upload that's about to drop at 10 o'clock. We're going to just sit here till that upload start. I'm going to spin over there. What I'm dropping today? Oh, reverse engineering, which ties into this too. But listen, y'all, I had some dope ass schematics about reverse engineering in there. But it was either share my revenue with that person or clip him out and stay fully monetized. I decided to clip him out. So what I'm going to do is this special piece that I had to clip out, I'm going to drop that joint in the short. Know what I'm saying? But we'll be back later on tonight. We're going to the Neon City. We already got us a place over there. It's on the 95th floor, 95A. All right. We just did a trade over there. We did our first deal in the Neon City. We got an M4 with a Schnitzer kit. We got an M4 with a Schnitzer kit. We're gonna drive through Neon City. It's chipped up. You might like the way the pipes sound. Yeah, we got a dope contact over there, y'all. We got a dope contact over there in the Neon City. I mean, let me tell y'all something. I might be spending more time in the Neon City than everywhere else because it's no dogma over there. You know what I'm saying? It's no dogma over there. Full disclosure has already happened over there. You understand what I'm saying? In the Neon City, full disclosure already happened. They move like a collective over there. You know what I'm saying? They move like even though they're still individuals, but they move like a collective. They not over there killing. There's no murder in the Neon City. There's no killing rate. There's none of that. The elders run it, and I'm talking about these elders is like 7,000 years old. You heard? The elders in Neon City. I'm gonna show you all of that. And I'm gonna also show you this scene when I took Wadar to Neon City, and we went in the bar to go try one of they drinks. They drinks got like, it's like a potion. It got like the smoke coming out there. You know what I mean? And he wound up stealing on somebody in there. You know what I'm saying? And we had to get up out of there and jet up out of there with the ships. And I'm like, I hope I don't get kicked off this planet because we already being bad. Esteban told me we got to make sure we tread lightly when we bring Wade over there because, you know, he know too many people. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, Esteban, he's not going to know nobody over here. You know what I mean? But that's the scene that's going to be dropping soon. But we hanging out in Neon City right now. Neon City is where it's at. Full disclosures over there. Angie, baby, I see you. Salute. Yeah, man. Neon City, y'all. Neon City, man. Let me see something. Let me give you a little taste. Where we at? Let me give you a little taste of the Neon City. Let me just immerse myself into this real quick. All right, here we go. All right, so I did the crazy deal for this M4 right here, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the inside and all that. You know what I'm saying? But let me explain something to y'all. This M4 right here is so beautiful on the inside, y'all. When I show y'all this joint, y'all gonna be like, yo, Hustle Man, how did you get that? You know how I got that? I traded some content creation skills. Yep, I traded some content creation skills for this M4 right here. And it sounds so good, y'all. The engine purrs so nice. And y'all wanna hear something, y'all? It runs off water. Yeah. This joint runs off water. Told y'all the Neon City is lit, y'all. You heard? It's totally different, yo. It's totally different from back on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Alright, that upload started. Alright, check this out. Check this out. I got this joint souped up. Feel me? I got this joint looking good, but we gonna spin around. I'm gonna show y'all some things. Hold tight, y'all.
As the sun sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, we embark on a journey back to the enigmatic Neon City. Our contact awaits, a mysterious figure promising new opportunities and secrets hidden within the city's glowing streets. Touching down, the vibrant lights and pulsating energy pull us in. Neon City is more alive than ever, a living, breathing entity filled with stories waiting to be uncovered. With a blend of charm and cunning, we navigate through the crowd, scanning for clues and making connections. Each step brings us closer to unraveling the mysteries of this luminescent metropolis. Get ready to dive deep into the heart of Neon City, where every corner holds a secret, and every secret is a story waiting to be told. And that, my friend, is just the beginning. Hey everyone, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help more people find Hustle Man and Esteban. Consider joining our membership for exclusive perks, and check out our YouTube shop for a variety of merch, perfect for those Christmas deals. We appreciate your support, and if you're feeling generous, Super Chats are open for donations. Every bit helps us grow. Haha, Esteban, my apologies.